Morning everyone, it's just cracked 10 degrees. I think it's going to be a little bit cooler than yesterday. You can kind of see behind me there, way more cloud today. Just make sure I don't step on any landmines. So yesterday's video was about trying to find the car at the dealer. I couldn't find it, but no matter. Today's video, so today's Tuesday, car's coming Wednesday, 10:30 tomorrow. So what do we got? 27 hours to go. I'm on the countdown. You can probably tell I'm a bit excited, but I've been waiting like 9 months, so I'm allowed to be. Whoop, shoes are wet. Alright, so yeah, I'm getting, today, this video is going to be pretty quick, I think, because there's not much I can do, because it's still empty. What I'm going to do is go through all the stuff. You can kind of see the garage has turned into a bit of a, yeah, there's crap everywhere. But anyway, so I was trying to explain it yesterday, what I'm going to be doing to wash it and ceramic coat it. The weather's actually changed, so Wednesday, and it's still going to be a bit of rain, but it's mainly going to be overnight. We finally got close enough so that they can kind of tell when the rain will actually come. So yeah, it's going to be mainly overnight, which will leave me tomorrow. I get the car at 10:30, so it's probably going to be about 11:30 by the time I get home, which gives me the rest of the day, which I reckon I'll be able to do it. And I mean, washing, polishing and ceramic coat, just the body, I'm not doing the rims just yet. I'll do the rims next week or something. I've got to take each one off the car, so that's definitely not going to happen tomorrow, but I reckon I'm going to be able to get through everything. It'll be a big day, but I'll get it done in one day, so then that way it can sit overnight Wednesday night, and then by Thursday morning the ceramic coat's cured. It's been 12 hours. By lunchtime Thursday it'll be cured, but it'll be fine. It just can't get wet. You can drive it like 6 hours later or 3 hours later, but you just can't get the thing wet. So as long as it's not raining Thursday, we'll be able to drive it Thursday morning. Otherwise, wait till lunchtime or so, whatever, doesn't matter. So I want to do it because otherwise this 12-hour waiting process is just going to keep dragging out. And yeah, I want to drive the car. So I'm thinking the weather's going to be good. Just get it over and done with, and we're done. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'll put these, I'll show you a picture of it later, but I'll put some little pipe conduits around, strategically placed in the shed and in here, so I can just slip my gimbal in, so that way it's not on the floor, can't fall down, and it's out of the way. So hopefully that works and it's a good view. We'll suss it out later. So first thing first is going to be a wash. So I don't use a 2 or 3 bucket method. I use a 1 bucket method. You might think it's going to scratch car, but it doesn't. I've been doing it for years, never have. So tyres, rims and body. So as long as you've got 3 different things, you can use the same thing on the top. Like if you want to use this on the rubber, on the tyres, then no worries. I wouldn't. I'd use that on the tyres, that on the rims, because if you use this on the rims, the brush, it's going to scratch your rims because it's a little bit harsh. So rubber, rims and body. They're only in the same bucket right now because that's where I keep them. When this has got water in it, like it's only got clean, only ever got clean rinse water in it, I don't mix them up. So good to go. I've already got the soap mixed up, and pretty much that is a 50-50 mix of CT18 Super Wash. It's a pretty brutal wash. I wouldn't use that every time. It's for trucks. I mean, you can use it on cars, but if your car is waxed, ceramic coated and stuff, I wouldn't go using this. If it's just an everyday car, then yeah, you can use this, but it's pretty harsh. It'll strip pretty much anything on the car. And then I've got a little bit of degreaser, which is a citrus-based degreaser, this one. Degreaser detergent. So yeah, that'll work good. And I'm only doing that because I don't know what they put on at the dealer. They might have put like a wash and wax on. I didn't pay for any extra thing on the body. I didn't pay for a wax or anything. So, but they might just use a wash and wax, and you definitely don't want that on when you're going to put your ceramic coat on. So that's step one. Step one is wash it, decontaminate it. So before the wash, I'll probably spray it, because what I normally do is, that's why I've only got the one bucket, so I spray it to soap up the whole car. Then I let it sit for 5 minutes. Then I will rinse it off with fresh water through the high pressure hose. Then it's going to be an iron decontamination spray. I haven't smelt this one. Oh yeah, they all smell gross. There must be just some ingredient that they have to have in there, but they reek, absolutely reek. That's not on properly. Yeah, it's not the nicest smelling stuff in the world, that's for sure. So yeah, that'll get done. I'm gonna do it, even if it doesn't need it, you can kind of tell. You spray it, and then like a minute later, you'll see like little bits of purple and black in the paint, and that's this stuff working. Even if I don't see it, and I'm going to do the rims as well, because they'll need doing eventually, so I might as well just do them now, that way I don't have to wash the car again next week. Yeah, oh, that really stinks, that. But anyway, yeah, that's for later, so the whole car will stink of that. Then you rinse that off, then you wash it again, you suds it up again with the same stuff, and then you use your wash mitt and wash the car, really give it a nice scrub. Do the rims, obviously using different, the brush or the rim mitt. Don't use what you're using on the paint on the wheels, because then you contaminate your wash mitt with brake dust. Then you're going to put it back on the paint, and then you've got iron filings and stuff from the brakes all in the paint then, and you'll be using this a lot more often, and you'll scratch it, so you don't do that. Keep them separate. I've got 2 big drying towels. Normally only need one, so one's going to stay with the Nissan, one's going to go with the i20. They're both brand new, so I haven't used them yet. So the only reason I've got 2 at the moment for the Nissan is because I'm probably going to be washing it multiple times within that tomorrow afternoon, because you'll have to decontaminate, wash with the iron and everything, rinse it off, dry it, then polish it. Then it's better to, it depends how much dust this stuff makes, whether or not I'm going to wash it a second time. And this is like a no dust, if you read about it. It's all in a different language. Here, low dust technology. So it depends how much, and it's got no silicone in it either, so that's good. Depends how much dust and residue this leaves after the polish, depends if I'm going to wash it again. So I can't even tell you what steps I'm going to do, because I might change it up halfway through and go, well, it doesn't need that, or this and that. I need a clay bar as well, so I don't use clay bars, I just use a clay towel. I really don't like clay bars. But this is so much faster and works just as well. So it's just a towel, and it's got some kind of sticky clay kind of stuff on it. I've done heaps and heaps of cars. The only thing you got to do is just make sure you rinse it and let it dry really well before you put it away. Otherwise it'll stick and never come apart. So so you do your iron decontamination, then pretty much spray it again with the soap, and then while the soap's just sitting on the car, you use this 10 minutes, 5 minutes, probably that little car 5 minutes, won't take long, and go around the car, and you can kind of feel if you need to do it or not. So again, if it doesn't need it, I'm not going to do it, because that'll make more swells. It'll scratch the paint. It's going to scratch the paint. So if it doesn't need it, then don't do it, because otherwise your polishing is going to take longer. So we need that, leave that out. So yeah, 2 drying towels and this is kind of step 1 if needed. Then I've got some Temu. You can tell they're from Temu because I thought they were bigger than that, and they're tiny. They're like little handkerchiefs, but that'll be alright. So we're going to use that to take the polish off. And the only polish, it's only going to be a 1-stepper because it's brand new, is NP 3-6. Yeah, 3-6. So it's 3 out of 6 for cut, because I don't want a lot of cut. It's just to flatten it out a bit. And it's 6 out of 6 for gloss. So pretty good. Sonax is kind of a semi-professional. I mean, anyone can buy it. but a lot of body shops use it, and it's good stuff. So that's cool. And then before that, we got to polish. You got to mask up all the rubbers and the black stuff around the car. This even says that it doesn't affect. Oh, here we go. Pull. It's got like some hidden instructions. So I was going to say, because there's not a lot of instructions on this. Polishing. Okay, it's all in a different language. Should be weird. Yeah, none of it's in English. If you go on their website where you buy this from, it tells you all the English instructions. I think they're German. Yeah, made in Germany. So yeah, cool. I'll show you the polishers in a minute. Then I've got these two nice brand new rags. They're not expensive ones because these are going to be to take the ceramic coat off. So after you polish, get the car really good, you peel all this off, so that way the car's back to perfect, absolutely spot on. Take all your masking tape off. Then use probably, I've got way more of these, so I'll get some, where is it? Yeah, got the new detail carts working well. So alcohol, that's a 50-50 isopropyl, 99% isopropyl, and then the rest of it, what's it called? It's water, but it's not water. It's not tap water. It's distilled water. So it's got no impurities in it. So that's cool. So we'll use that kind of there. That'll go there. And then you get some, just wipe over. So it's either going to be a wipe over with alcohol after the polish step, or a wash, a dry, then a wipe over with the alcohol. Either way, you're using the alcohol after polishing. We're not sure. Depends how much mess this thing makes. Whether we're washing it or skipping the washing step. And then after that, we're pretty much onto the Crystal Serum Light. So that's my, I've tried heaps of them, and this one is the probably the best one I've used. It's the newest formula, so that's probably why it's the best one. It's not expensive. I think I got $240. I got both of them, and what you pay thousands of dollars for at the dealer is probably nowhere near what this is. They're probably just using a spray, $40 spray thing. So yeah, this works really well. You have to do the prep. You can't just put this on normal paint. It's not going to work. You have to do the prep. So it's pretty much wipe this on. This takes probably half an hour to do a whole car, half hour, 45 minutes. I'm talking my car. It's two-door, tiny little car. The wagon took me an hour and a half. It's just not as much real estate on a little Nissan Z compared to this thing. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe half hour, 45 minutes, put that on. I've read the instructions, so give it 1 to 2 hours to cure. Then you can put this one on, which is a top coat for that, and it makes it even more hydrophobic, more slippery, more shiny, so it should be good. And then I think that's it. I hope. I'm pretty sure that's it. No, it's not it, because then I'll have, this is probably not going to happen tomorrow, but it'll happen Thursday morning. I've got a little cheapy, well, it wasn't cheap, but, well, it was cheap compared to what you pay for the shops here. It's just from AliExpress, I think. This is kind of the last thing I bought off AliExpress, but it's got a nice flat cable, so you can hide the cable nice and easy. Just a wireless car charger. So hopefully there's a spot you can cut. I was reading the instructions, you can cut this bit here off and that bit there off if it doesn't quite fit, but I'm pretty sure there's a decent size spot to put your phone in the Nissan, so that way we get wireless car charging. And then I'm going to hide, I don't want to see any wires, so I don't want wires to plug in my phone to use Android Auto, and that's what that's for. So I've got a wireless Android Auto converter thing. So this one you will see the cable, but it's a tiny, there is a place to hide this, and then it comes with these tiny little cables. So yeah, I'll need this one, USB-C, USB-C, and then you'll see that, and then this thing is just going to tuck, and you won't see any of that, but you will see kind of that, which is, I'm fine with that, that's okay. But yeah, I don't want cables, excessive cables everywhere. And I could use this too. I think mine's got USB-C, USB-A, so I could use that cable too. Just depends which one's the neatest. So we'll go from there, but I will keep them for later. So hopefully that works. I read a few reviews and they said it was pretty cool. So that should all work. There is a 12 volt cigarette lighter accessory plug underneath the glove box. It's kind of hidden. I don't think it has one up right in the dash. So this will have to get plugged into. I've got a 12 volt cigarette lighter to USB, so that'll hide under there. So that's easy to hide. And then I've got a dash cam. That's my old dash cam I was talking about yesterday. That's my old, just a Navman. Don't even know what Auto 200 GPS. If you want to look up the specs, it's pretty good. It's good enough. It doesn't have a rear camera. It's just that, just the front cam. But yeah, and then so that I'm going to have to try and wire in. I might have to get a. That's probably not going to happen straight away. I might have to get a hardwire kit for that, because I'm pretty sure it's only got the one 12 volt accessory port. It's either that, or I'll have to buy like a double adapter 12 volt thing and hide it up underneath the dash. But that's cool. And then next week is find a place for the first aid kit, maybe a place for the fire extinguisher. I always try and keep things like that in the car, but sometimes they come out. Oh, there's the 12 volt. There's the 12 volt thing. So 12 volt with 2 USB plugs, so that'll stay there. Yes, things like that. If there's a good spot to put them, I'll put them. If not, it's not going in the car. I'm not going to have it out for show. Windscreen sunshade thing, and then I've got all the. I won't take them out, but there's one sheet, but that's all the sound deadening for the boot and the subwoofer. And and the cable for the battery charger for the C-Tech. So I'll have to try and find a way to hook this to the battery and then have this kind of hanging out the car somewhere where you can't see it, but you can get to it without opening the bonnet, because I don't want to open the bonnet every time you want to get into the to charge the battery up, put the battery on charge. I'm probably not gonna. I'm not gonna rush to do that, because I'm probably going to be driving the car more often than not. But then I don't know how many months down the track, once the novelty wears off a little bit and I'm not driving it as much, then I'll sort that out. So polishes. This is what I got in the way of polishes. So I've got a 3-inch. I think it's 3-inch. Yep. 3-inch Shine Mate, but it looks like it's got about a 4-inch pad on it, because the pad comes out. But I've got different pads that are straight, but that's good for getting into your medium kind of areas. Then I've got the little baby one. That's a battery operated one. It goes pretty hard for a battery operated one. Normally I don't like battery operated polishes, angle grinders and things like that, because they lose power and they're just hard to. These dogs, I need to take them for a walk. They're getting stupid. I've got 2 batteries for it, so when one battery goes, you just hot swap into the next one, and then off you go. You're ready to go. So these work really good. It's got a 2-inch back plate, so it's probably got a 2.5-inch sponge on it at the moment. But you can change this back plate out to a 1-inch. And where is it? So yeah, you can change that out and put little 1-inch pads on them as well. So you can see the difference there. So you can change the back plate and then put this on. Good for doing mirrors, little tight areas, and then this is good for doing like tops of doors. And this Nissan looks pretty. I was looking at pictures the other day, and it looks pretty smooth, and it doesn't have like sharp little bits of panel everywhere. It's all. So I might get away with like this one mostly, and then that one for some bits on the bumpers, and then that for the mirrors and around the doors, around the windows and stuff. And that's it. It's going to be pretty easy, I think. It's a very simple shape. And then this beast is, I highly recommend these. Don't pay full price for them. You can get them on, they're from Super Cheap Auto. Heavy machine, really well built. And I'm comparing it to like a $500 Rupes, whatever you want to call them. I did probably 5 cars with the Rupes over about 5 years. and it blew up. It stopped working. So I was like, no, I'm not going to even bother. I don't even want another one. They're not that good. It used to stall a lot. This one just powers through. This has got like 700 watts, I think. 720 watts. So it's more powerful than the Rupes. It has the same throw. I think it's got a 16 mil. So it's a 150 mil pad, 6-inch. I'm pretty sure it's, well, actually, I think it's got a 24-inch throw. I'll have to look up the specs. I'll look them up on Supercheap, and I'll put them in here in this video. But it's got I think it's either equivalent or a bigger throw on the Orbit than the Rupes does. And this thing just doesn't, you could use it as a sander. It doesn't stop. It powers, and it's so much faster when you've got a powerful machine. It does a better job in half the amount of time, and you don't have to muck around with it. The only thing I don't like is this and this. The Rupes one was a lot smoother, and the lock worked every time. This one, sometimes it catches you out. I could probably spray some contact cleaner or something in there. It just needs a bit of lubrication, I think, but that's it. Pad wise, I've got soft and soft on all three. I'm not interested in cutting the paint or putting, it's not going to have swirl marks in it. Hopefully these detailers know what they're doing and they're not going to scratch it for me, but yeah, it's not going to be that bad. So you don't need a hard pad with some cutting polish. That's fine if you do need to do it, but then you're going to have to do a second stage. This is the second stage on a normal car that's been driven for a while and washed a few times. Use the cut to get out of the larger scratches, but by doing that you're going to install haze and holographic scratches, holograms. So then you go to this stage to get rid of that, to get it Mickey Mouse. So I'm skipping the first stage and going straight to the second stage, only because it's a brand new car and it's hopefully only been washed once and they haven't scratched it, so we'll see. Yeah, so charging these little batteries up at the moment for these, and we'll be good to go. Otherwise, everything is sorted. I've got my polish set up here, so that's ready to go, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need anything more out of that. Yeah, no, I won't need anything more out of that because I'm not changing polishes. I'm not doing a second stage. I'm only just using this Sonax polish. Got all my things there. I won't need any more. They're all brand new except for this one. This one got used a little bit, but that's fine. So yeah, won't need any more pads and should be fine. The only thing I might have to do is swap from this pad to the small pad, but we'll see how we go with that. And other than that, I've got everything else here, but I don't think I'm going to need it because once it's ceramic coated, can't wash the car for like 7 days. I like to leave it for 7 days before you give it a wash again and top it up with you know, Boss Gloss or you go spray anything else on it. So yeah, I'm not gonna, once it's done by tomorrow, it won't be 7 days after that until I wash it again and do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, should be good. That's about it. That's all I can say. I've got everything ready to go, so yeah, hopefully it all goes smoothly and we don't scratch the car. Should be fine. And yeah, I'm picking it up tomorrow. It would be nice to drive it for the rest of the day, but I think realistically do this, get it out the way and then enjoy it and go from there. And the weather's gonna, like I said, the weather's gonna be better than what they were expecting, but it's still not good on Wednesday, Thursday. The weather's coming really good Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think I'll use the crappy weather rather than go driving in the rain to do this. And then, yeah, it'll be sweet for the weekend. And I've got like 500-600 Ks of driving lined up over the weekend. So should be good. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later. This is it for this video for today. Nothing is going to happen today. I'm going to edit it and bring it out today. So it's all kind of live film today. You guys watch it today. Same with tomorrow when I go and get the car. It'll be a film and upload tomorrow for the car. Probably, look, I might do a bit of something like with all this. I don't think there's any point making a video. You guys don't want to watch like an hour-long video on me polishing a car, so I'm not going to do that. You'll just see the finished product and maybe a bit of a time lapse, or I might put the so these are those things here. Just a little bit of PVC pipe there with what's the name, hose clamp. So yeah, out of the way. I might just set it up there and do what I do, and you can just see a bit of a time lapse with what's going on. And then maybe I'll just put some notes and some text in the video with the time lapse of what I'm actually doing, or narrate it. I've got a microphone so I can narrate it, so all good. I love babbling, so yeah, I can do that pretty easy. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I'm just looking in my thing there. None of that's going to get used. Any of that will get used tomorrow. Yeah, he's whinging because he wants to go for a walk. Alfie, you want to go for a walk? Should we go for a walk so you can run around? Then you can sleep for the rest of the day? Yeah? Alright. Alright, see you guys. We're going for a walk.